Would you like a closer look?
This is the Horrible Film School. Take a seat and slowly peel open your Trapper Keepers. I am Chris, and I am here with Professor Hootie.
What's up, fellas? Here on a chilly night, wishing I had some steak tartare.
Tartare. You had me at tartare. We're also joined by a man whose chest hairs have been covered in wax for years, nay decades. Professor Joy, a.k.a. Dr. Nasty.
As cold as it is tonight, I wish I was covered in some hot wax. You know what I mean?
You know what I would take? I would take a chest full of hot wax right now myself. Too cold too early this year for you, boy. All right, before we get into it, I got some news for you fellas. I'm sure you probably heard about this one, but gotta shout it out. Robert Englund now has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Congratulations to the man of our nightmares.
How far the standards of the Hollywood Walk of Fame have fallen.
He looked cool. He had the glove and everything when he was posing with his star. I was like,
The glove was very cool, and it was on Halloween night or evening.
They gonna give fucking Kane Hodder a star next?
Yes.
I will say that
serious question.
Heard
my man that plays Chucky, does he have a star?
Brad Dourif?
Yeah, does Brad Dourif have a star?
He probably does. He's done a lot of legit live
like he's actually
work.
done
I would say
he's in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Prestigious work. He's in The Lord of the Rings.
And he's in The Exorcist 3.
Oh, you damn right he is. Carried that mofo.
Apparently, you can be nominated to be on the Walk of Fame, but then you either have to pay for it yourself or somebody else pays for it. And that, took the glamour out of it for me.
Oh, you gotta have a sponsor, benefactor or something?
It's just like a business deal, basically.
Yeah. Well, Robert Englund's there, so kiss my grits. Freddie lives forever.
When's Bruce
I
Campbell?
also thought this was kind of interesting. Bruce, he gets a chin. He doesn't even get the star. He just gets the chin implant. Just dropping his skull right there on the sidewalk. I know Ty West is a guy I like to praise. You guys heard about his next film? Speaking of the convergence of some of our recent conversations.
Is it more Mia Goth?
It is not. Ty West's next film has just recently cast Tremel Tillman, who is one of the main characters from Severance, and Ian McKellen, Gandalf himself, along with your boy Johnny Depp's return to cinema.
Whoa!
As Ebenezer Scrooge in A Christmas Carol.
Nice.
Ah.
Hell yeah. Bill Murray
Ty
got
West, A Christmas Carol. Isn't this some bizarre ass?
Can we stop?
It was completely random.
We stop shoehorning Johnny Depp into every lovable franchise.
Johnny's coming back, baby. He's America's sweetheart again.
He made Willy Wonka super weird.
Somebody shits on your bed, man. It just changes what people think of you.
That's true.
And last thing I have is kind of pertinent to what we're talking about today. Gremlins 3 will release in November 2027. Chris Columbus is set to direct.
They're back.
I mean, I hope it's good, but any of these legacy sequels usually don't pan out.
I did not see this one coming. Usually you can kind of tell, when things are getting reheated and, I guess, social media, people start having memes about old movies, but damn,
I don't really
3?
understand why there isn't a Gremlins 3 at this point, because the new batch was actually pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. I thought this wave would have hit this franchise already, 10 years ago.
I know they had, some animated series or something going on, recently, actually.
And the Gremlins merchandise still sells. My nephew has, several different pieces of this movie.
Yeah,
he's in Five Guys doing a fucking collab with Gremlins this winter. Hold on, I don't know. It's Five Guys.
The burger joint.
For the holiday season.
Is it the holiday seasoning on the fries? Is that what it is?
So how do you make it Gremlins?
See what I did there?
I like that.
Jack in the Box.
You get a free mug wine.
Jack in the Box
totally
just
different.
Launched a midnight meal based on this terrifying 80s classic.
Terrifying 80s classic. I like that.
Yeah, I don't know how much validity this shit has. I mean, it's fucking... Here.
You eat it after midnight.
I'll put the picture in the general chat.
For the audience, slap your own picture.
Yeah.
So while we're doing that, let me continue
go on
forward.
Google and look at your own pictures. You filthy animal.
But yeah, Chris Columbus is back to direct. He of, I guess, the Gremlins OG fame. He did the Harry Potter movies. He did Home Alone. He's had a pretty extensive career. I don't know if you're aware of him as a director.
I was say, how old is this man if he directed Gremlins 1? And I episode 2.
Yeah, I think that was one of his directorial debuts back in the 80s. He's one of Spielberg's homeboys. I think Spielberg is producing his third one as well.
Oh, of course.
Cha-ching.
I only know him from his discovery of Central America.
Oh, shit. I was going to say, it's one of those names you just you got to own it. You just got to lean into it. Hi, I'm Chris Columbus.
Air freshener.
Never heard of him. The Midnight Chicken Sandwich. I'm always going to go with the chicken sandwich. And a milkshake will be nice.
The Midnight Sauce?
Yeah, you know, it's got to be
I like
a banger.
the sound of that.
What comes on this? Spike. Was it Spike? Is that his name?
Spike comes all
Spike
over.
Does. All right, you boys got any more tidbits before we crack open a blind spot, probably for most of us?
Well, definitely not for me, sir. But before we move on,
for the majority of us.
I recently watched in theaters, I wanted to pay for it, it's on the big screen, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
Oh, Frankenstein. Netflix's Frankenstein.
I didn't watch it on Netflix at my house. It was just, that's rude.
That's what Del Toro signed up for. I don't want to hear it, man.
If you watch Frankenstein...
He signed to deal with the devil, man.
If you watch Frankenstein, you know why he did that.
Oh, I don't know if that's shade or not there.
No, it's
You're
not
the Del Toro
shade.
fanboy.
I love Del Toro. He just 100% has creative control.
No. It's too Del Toro. Don't tell me that, man. You know I got an allergy to that guy.
Well, you're about to watch the most Del Toro movie that I've ever seen.
I'm going to be sneezing for 2.5 hours. Is that what you're saying?
It is a gorgeous
Anybody
picture.
fucking fish in it?
No, it gets very close.
But close.
But no, I don't want to give any spoilers away in case anybody was hoping for Frankenstein. But no.
Yes, I do like Jacob Elordi, so I'm rooting for him in that.
I did not have any knowledge of that
Big
dude.
fucker.
I don't believe. But he was massive. Yeah.
Big boy. Joey, got anything to share, man?
Oh, Keeper comes out Friday. Who's pumped up for fucking Keeper, bro?
Oh yeah, Ozzy Perkins doing it again.
I never watched the
Looking
monkey.
forward to it. I haven't
Is it
seen
good?
much detail. It was worth the watch. It was definitely not long legs.
The Keeper looks more long legs-esque. Monkey.
Yeah, I think this is more of a return to that true horror. Monkey has, I guess, black comedy more than horror, but I thought it was pretty cool. A lot of people shit on it. All right, without further ado, we're going to step into a time machine, take you back almost 40 years now to 1988 for a little movie called Waxwork that the random wheel happened to spit out to us guys. The lesson on this one, taking this one straight out of the text. I think dictators are the bad people.
That guy was like a secret Nazi, right? Like a secret Nazi supporter.
Which one?
The professor.
Oh, yeah. That dude was hardcore into some...
Yeah, he was
Nazism.
like
There was a
throwing
whole
up
lot of
fucking.
swastikas on
He was
display.
throwing up some Kanye. How Hitler's.
I think it was like Dr. Strangelove where he can't help but he has to keep pulling his arm down. Hi. Stanley Kubrick classic you may have heard of, Joy. You should probably check it out sometime.
Yeah, man. Sure, I heard of it a bunch of times. It's like that fucking Citizen Kane shit.
No, that movie is total shit.
Make sure you watch this. Make sure you watch this if you want to be the king of the fucking nerds, Cinna nerds.
Motherfuckers over here quoting Gremlins 2, talking about King of the Sin of Nerds.
I'm talking about it. Gremlins 2 could be better than Citizen Kane, Chris.
Yeah, you're right. I've heard that in circles,
Let's
Cine circles.
have the debate.
Put it on Front Street. Put up the pole.
Which is funner to watch is what it comes down to.
Oh, those motherfuckers use the word
new
funner.
batch.
I think
Funner.
you know
Or
he
fucking
just said funner.
Citizen Kane.
He just said funner. We know where that vote's going. All right, speaking of funner, let me step into some fan reviews. Yeah, this falls to me today. I went back to that. The never-ending well that is the Rotten Tomatoes audience reviews. Sometimes I think about doing the critic reviews, but once you get into it, man, there's nothing.
The critic reviews are so dry.
Yeah, you don't have words like funner and shit like that in there. You just get the hoity-toityness. Huh? In the interest of a funner podcast, let's talk about some fan reviews.
It's like missionary sex, whereas fucking the user reviews are like rubbing shit on each other's genitals.
Yeah,
like
the choking and the stabbing
it's like
and all that.
it can be gross, but it can also be much more fun and entertaining.
Yeah.
Funner. and entertaining.
Needles and needles and needles. All right, first one we're grabbing here. This is from December 1st of 2010. It was the... I'm trying to correct some of this in my mind as I read it.
Take your time.
It has the awesome music from the 80s. Zach Galligan is a star. Many heads exploding, and a girl named China. But it sounds like they are saying Gina. No, not like the typical way to say Gina. It rhymes with China. I'm not even sure what that means. Some of the lines are just so awesome, the random love sparks between two characters. A guy thinks he's in a hallucination throughout his entire death scene. And it has that scientist from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles too. I would recommend this film to so many people. 4 out of 5 stars.
So we've met this man, and we'll get into it. He's been in The Omen, and he's been in Waxworks, but he will always be the scientist.
The fucking scientist. The
always. He's always going to be the motherfucker that created the ooze.
You might be a millennial.
He ain't never going to escape that.
Him in that damn lab coat forever. Yeah, I thought that pretty well encapsulated the kind of people who really dig this kind of stuff.
I didn't have an issue with the girl named China, but okay.
I did. Fuck, they said her name a lot, and her name was spelled like the country China.
I don't know why the fuck they would call her character China to begin with. That's a really stupid fucking decision by whoever wrote the script.
Who didn't have a problem with it?
Well, I mean, I know China from wrestling, but this was way before.
Wrestling, yeah, agreed. But you saw this movie before you met China in wrestling?
No. That was about the same time.
No? Probably about the same time. Okay. Yeah. So it was all part of just, that's just a woman's name to you in your mind.
This is normal.
I guess it's just not a woman's name to me.
I think I went to school with a China as well.
Ain't no damn way you went to school with somebody named China.
I don't have a yearbook.
Yeah, I went to one with motherfucker named Brazil or some shit.
Well, you never know.
I do like how they got to point out, it sounds like they're saying China, but they're actually saying China. You had to put that in the review for some reason. All right, let's go to 2006, October 15th of 2006. Horrible effects, a lame, ill-conceived story, and no nudity. The only thing this has going for it is a handsome country Dracula and a bad ending that mimics The Haunting. 1 out of 5 stars. Pure cheese fest, according to this here reviewer.
I mean, it was full of cheese, but it was also full of meat.
I think it was supposed to be
cheese. The protein. Oh, he didn't like the effects. Horrible effects, ill-conceived story.
One thing we agree with him on, we didn't get to see China naked. For all this talk about her being a whore, like I was ready to see some tits.
They really pounded that fact home.
Oh yeah, it's like 4 or 5 of the same bits of like, oh, she's gonna fuck this guy, and then she'd be like, I'll fuck everybody, I'll fuck whoever I want.
At a certain point, I felt bad for China. Like, God almighty.
Yeah, it's a parody, I guess, in a way. But yeah, positive, negative, as far as the audience reception, nothing speaks like the dollar, the box office for this bad boy. We're looking at an $808,000 earning versus a $3.5 million budget. That's a lot of money wasted.
But I dug and dug to find out. This thing had to have taken off on VHS.
Some VHS, yeah. This had to be like a home video.
Yeah, for there to be a sequel,
staple.
Sure.
Yeah, because
it's like the Leprechaun movies. Every time we talk about them, we're like, the box office is like, you can't even find it on like one of the ones we looked at, remember? Like, that's how non-existent it was.
Right.
So they kept making them for some reason.
The fact that this guy was able to get a Waxworks 2 that he also wrote and directed, something had to have happened.
There may be a bit of nepotism attached to this here fellow, too. We'll get into that in a minute. Not necrophilia, nepotism. I'll make sure I said that out loud correctly. All right, stepping into the crew. This one is written and directed by Anthony Hickox, who we had just talked about, who is the son of veteran director Douglas Hickox of Theater of Blood fame. This was his directorial debut.
You say Theater of Blood fame. Would I know what Theater of Blood is?
That's one of Vincent Price's later movies. It's a really big B movie, I guess, if you want to put it that way. Very successful. Very like a lot of movies reference Theater of Blood. If you look at the poster, you'd probably recognize some of the stills from it.
Add that to the blind spot category.
Yeah, there you go. And his mom was an editor, so he definitely came from within the system. So it's kind of when I was wondering if maybe his this in his sequel may have been a product of that. I don't know.
She wasn't just an editor, Chris.
She was like a world-class editor, yeah.
Like God-tier fucking editor. She won a Academy Award for what? Like Lawrence of Arabia or something like that?
So this dude...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a product of close to royalty, as close as we touched on as far as directors in this series.
Damn, she also edited 50 Shades of Grey.
What?
Oh shit, I like that
How
song.
old is she?
Oh, we see where this fucking Marquis de Sade
China
scene
came
comes
back,
from.
baby.
Oh. Look, we talk about China being the freak. China ain't the freak. Sarah the freak in this shit, bro.
Christian Grey, baby.
I had some other
But,
films
Hickox,
this guy. Here you go.
About to say, you got more about Hickox? Go ahead.
I got a couple of things about this dude. One, he directed a Bruce Campbell movie, which was the follow-up to Waxworks, and it's a movie I've never seen.
Trivia right now.
Well, Waxworks too.
Early 90s?
This is, I think, 89, maybe 90-ish, somewhere in there. I think it's 89. It's called Sundown, The Vampire in Retreat, starring Bruce Campbell.
Oh, it's a hell of a subtitle.
He's like a Van Helsing character in that, I think.
Yeah, it looks bad. I've never watched it.
And that's between Evil Dead and Army of Darkness, though.
Yes. And he also did Hellraiser
Evil
3.
Dead 2, sorry.
Which I'm sure Joey
Hell on earth.
Oh, we got the Hellraisers.
There is no evil. There's only flesh.
That's what I like to hear. I did read that he reportedly wrote this script in 3 days after he lost his job in his apartment.
Oh, no. The actual story behind it is even more interesting. He was forced to write it within 3 days because he had backed his car into the producers, to the would-be producer's vehicle at like a hotel. And instead he had paid him money, he promised he would write him a script.
What? And that's serious? That's really what happened here?
Yeah, that's true.
That's pretty bonkers.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts, right?
Sounds like this guy is definitely a product of some good luck there.
He is also...
And a little bit of a leg up.
That was definitely a moment of my dad owns a dealership sort of situation. Guaranteed.
Oh, yeah.
He was also in this movie as an actor.
He's an actor in this? Is he one of the Marquis de Sade's homeboys?
Oh, he's the prince.
The prince.
Is he the prince?
Talk about she got the angles, bro.
More.
Oh, he was that dirty bastard who wanted to run train.
Give her
He's
more.
the one that's wanting to beat that bitch to death.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not sure she can take anymore, sir.
I went down a whole rabbit hole looking up some of this shit in here, dude.
I ordered two books by Marquis de Sade after this. I got to them.
You're always a
20 Days
fan.
of Sodom, boy.
I think Joey said Joey ordered Mein Kampf, and what else was it you said?
Yeah, I got Mein Kampf.
Bit of light reading.
We will get there, but the actor who played whatever that guy's name is, I probably can't say myself, Marquis, whatever.
The Marquis de Sade.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, was a hell of a good-looking dude.
Yeah, that was what the reviewer was saying. I was like, I had a good-looking, what did he refer to him as?
No. He was talking about the vampire, dumbass.
A handsome country Dracula. I guess he was talking about Dracula. Guess those two dudes kind of looked alike, now that I think about it.
God, no. What the fuck?
The guy that played Dracula was in like spaghetti westerns, where there was a spaghetti version of Conan the Barbarian. And he did like a whole run of that in Italy. And the dude is chiseled out of his mind. They are rated like 3.0 or below on IMDb.
Oh, you damn right they are. The internet knows. The internet knows trash. You guys got anything else about Mr. Anthony Hickox?
The nepotism bus stops here.
You think this is it? This is his one shot?
Looking at the rest of his work, yeah. I mean, I don't think I've actually
He cashed some checks. Hellraiser 3 had to be a check.
Yeah. I think I've seen Waxworks too.
Well, the sumbitch earned that one with his little ending that he snuck in here. The only other crew member I had to shout out here was the music. It was by Roger Bellin, who was a French composer. He kind of brought that cartoon gothic tone that kind of just fits this movie really well.
I feel like I was in a
It's definitely an
clown house.
unusual score, man. Yeah. It's not something you would hear in most horror movies.
The thing, it wasn't bad, but there was definitely some jarring moments. Like
There's a lot of corn
just
in this thing.
from the start of the fucking movie. Literally, we're watching a man's face being burnt off to like some like super over the top bombastic like jovial music.
Yeah. The movie has like literally 20 personalities baked into it, which kind of feeds into like the whole the thematic angle of all the different horror stories that we kind of encounter along the way. This movie was way more interesting than I think it had to be. I'll give Mr. Hickox that much.
Somebody else that deserves credit is makeup and special effects artist Bob Keane, the legend himself, Bob Keane.
What does his name sound
Worked
familiar?
on. He worked on the Star Wars, the original trilogy.
Oh, the good ones.
Did work on Hellraiser 1, 2, Candyman, Dog Soldiers, Highlander, Superman, Christopher Reeve's Superman, Alien, The Dark Crystal, personal favorite of mine, Nightbreed, Never Ending Story, and Event Horizon. My man
Never Ending
working.
Story.
So this guy,
It's a never ending story.
so this guy did Hellraiser and Event Horizon.
Trio!
This guy knows pleasure and pain.
You're damn right he does. Did he do 50 Shades? Is there any CGI on that or any effects work in there?
Oh, yeah.
No,
It's gotta be, right?
It was all real.
When he said,
He just beat the fuck out of Dakota Johnson.
when he said, there is no safe word. That we should, boy, you could hear the fucking, you could hear the floor get wet.
I watched the first one. Here's my little sidetrack. I watched the first one. She says, hit me. And he does. And then she leaves his ass because he hit her. That's how it ends. I was like, all right. I don't get it. I'm done.
I haven't seen any of them.
I'm sure Joey's seen more than one.
It'll ignite something within you.
What a time to be alive to where old women were going to watch that as a good thing.
Shit, the time to be alive right now. These I don't know if you guys heard about this Morning Glory Milking Farm book that's come out.
What the hell?
You heard about this book?
Whoa, hold on. Let me unpack that title in my mind really quick. Morning Glory Milking Party.
And you said
Oh my
book
God.
at the end of that.
You know what?
I heard glory hole in there somewhere in my head. I was like,
Morning Glory Milking
the glory
Farm.
hole milking.
I'm going to tell you what, we need to expand this fucking podcast to talk about shit other than
Having a book
movies
club?
only
We just
gotta
got to
see.
start covering Harlequin romance novels.
Here's what we need to start doing. We need to start reading these fucking smut that they're peddling to women nowadays.
Horrible book club.
And like we can do book reviews on these fucking disgusting ass books.
Monster bait. What the hell is that? Is that a subgenre?
Y'all look at the cover of this book.
Ain't no way
I'll
that's
describe the
widely
audience.
published.
On the cover of this book, there's a woman scantily clad, titties falling out,
Scantily
laying her
clad.
head on the chest of a minotaur. And this isn't really a humanoid minotaur. This is a fucking bull's face with a man's chest and I guess a bull's cock too.
All right.
You guys looking at the cover of this, what do you think it's about?
Looks like true love to me. It's like Frankenstein. Who do you want you fucking take this one?
Well, I mean, Del Toro might say that's a romantic gothic love story of one woman's
Put some
desire
gills on that motherfucker.
to love based on heart, not looks.
Appearance
That's
doesn't
pretty good.
matter, Joey.
That was bad. That was pretty good.
This woman's down on her luck, right? She's got student debt out the ass. She can't afford nothing. She finds her a job.
She finds a rich
Don't
minotaur.
require any sort of like training. Don't require any sort of training. Don't require any sort of like education. The job is jacking off minotaurs.
Is that the book?
Are you serious?
It's a milking farm, brother.
And this is like a successful book. This is not like
She
some
works
random-
at like a pharmaceutical company where they jerk off big ass minotaurs to create
Wait.
they create ED medication for humans.
So is this a play on the romantasy genre that's been big for like the last 5 or 6 years? Where everyone's trying to do like dragons and romance now. It's like a thing.
It's not a play on it. It's an addition.
So this is like a porn in the romantasy genre now? Is that what this is?
Mhm. Sweet and steamy monster romance.
I can't
Sounds
wait for the
like-
picture.
Just a steaming pile of
This is
Minotaur
book 1
jizz.
of 5 too, man. This is like a fucking series right
There's
here.
going to be 5
But
of these?
you're talking about
Her hands are going to be so
That
callous.
shit is tame compared to this kind of stuff.
Well, in the second one, there's got to be more drama than what's already displayed in the first one. So
She starts spitting in her hands in the second one and she gets wild.
Oh, there's a second one's called Sweet Berries. And it looks like she's
God.
fucking like a dude who's
Is
a
she
bird.
dangling with the balls at that point?
I mean, it's like she's like sucking a bird's like fucking beak or something in this.
All right, we got to move on. We got to get this train back on these.
And then the
fucking
third
trains.
one's called Breeding Clinic.
I think you're making this shit up. Did you write
I'm
these?
fucking looking at this shit with my eyeballs right now.
That's your. You got a
Unfortunately,
pin
it's
name
fucking.
in
Maybe.
play.
It's gonna fuck
Maybe.
up my Amazon algorithm.
maybe
over
close your damn eyeballs.
Damn, they know. They know the fan base. They got you on the hook, man. You're
Yeah.
just.
This one's called the Dragon's Bride. And it's
All
got
right,
a dragon.
1988's Waxwork. Let's talk about the production of this film. I only got a few notes here. It's pretty sparse, Googling it and digging into it, but some stuff I thought was pretty cool. This thing was shot entirely in Los Angeles on repurposed mansion sets from old TV pilots. It was shot in under 8 weeks. I thought that was pretty cool.
That makes sense to how weird some of this stuff looks.
Yeah. I guarantee there was some monster sets in fucking play here at some point. Had to have been. And also, the crew used real wax figures borrowed from the Hollywood Wax Museum. Most of them melted under the set lights and had to be replaced with mannequins.
Melted? God almighty, how hot are those lights?
Yeah, I guess that's how they fucked up the budget. Like, they're borrowing wax. Shit, they're melting it. Like, oh, fuck.
Well,
we're gonna get them into it. But yeah, that's really all I could find up, dude. This was a barren landscape out there.
I had a couple of things here that I was able to find. Kane Hodder, who did stunt work for the movie, also had an uncredited role in the film as Frankenstein's monster.
Oh, shit.
It was all Kane
Hodder. That's the second shout out. You think Kane Hodder will play the Minotaur in Morning Glory looking for him?
The actual adaptation?
Yes.
I can see him, maybe a Jason Momoa type.
Guillermo del Toro's Morning Glory milking farm.
Kane Hodder is the Minotaur.
Oh, yeah, he has the hottest. His is the hotter of the two loads. Shout out to Kane Hodder, though.
In an attempt to create a Jason Voorhees display, due to copyright issues, they changed the display to the Phantom of the Opera. That's why the scene felt weird for the teenager to know this movie, because that threw me off when he was like, they've made a Phantom of the Opera into a movie. I was like, well, that's a weird reference.
Oh, yeah, several movies. So I get it. If they were referring to Friday the 13th, that would make way more sense for a teenager to be talking that game.
That also lends itself to how cocky this director was with how he thought he could just play with copyrighted franchise.
I feel like with dialogue, you can get away with this shit. Or maybe it's just a modern thing. Like every movie references other movies now, right? Do they get permission for that every time?
I think
they
talks about Michael Myers,
using the actual intellectual property itself.
Oh yeah, they would have showed an image of Jason. That would have been different.
Yes.
Okay. Like a statue or a wax figure of him.
Which, I mean, if you had a man standing there and you would have to use like the Tater Head version of Jason, just use like a different color Tater Head and you can get away with it.
Or you just put the eye hole on the other side.
There you go.
You only had one hole, right? Just move the fucking eye hole.
Dude, it's like that fucking Vanilla Ice and Queen bullshit.
It's the little in there that makes sounds different.
And the last thing I found was the house used as the Waxworks exterior is still there, but the owner has grown a hedge around it to make it less visible and discourage Waxworks fans from looking for photo ops.
Those fuckers, you know they do it.
Fuck them kids.
So many fans.
We gotta go to the Waxworks house on Tuesday. It looks like, the thing about it is the exterior, it's like a nice ass house. They just put this one fucking sign on it that says Waxwork.
Yep.
Like, that's it. That was the production design. You could do that to any house.
And the girls walked by it and go, oh, they've made a Waxworks. And it's like,
what?
It's literally, I guarantee they walk that same fucking path every day to university or high school, whatever the shit is supposed to be. And they just now noticed this.
Very odd.
Well, they intimated that like it had just popped up, like it wasn't there last week, which they don't question. Oh yeah, let's see if I can check it out.
Very, very odd.
Rich people get shit done quick. Got any more production notes before we get into the plot of this here bad boy? Before we step into the works?
Bob King spent 18 hours a day for the 8 weeks of production working on the monsters for the movie.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of work.
He was working. But last and not least, Michael Gouge, Sir Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, and Donald Pleasance were all possibilities for the cameo role of Sir Wilfred.
So you're telling me the director passed on all them, or they all passed on the director? How did this go down?
I think it's the other way around.
Christopher Lee would have been dope, though.
No, Donald Pleasance.
What I was thinking.
In that fucking wheelchair.
Yeah, Loomis would have lost his shit, though. He would have started talking about Michael at some point.
He's not in a wheelchair.
Where's Michael?
The butler walks around.
You talking about the butler, Wilfred?
What?
The butler,
the butler or the...
no, motherfucker, that's Jenkins, bitch. You need to damn pay attention to the movie.
Yeah, Wilfred is the friend of his...
It's the Godfather.
Yeah, the Godfather. That's right. The old dude in the wheelchair who had all the intel.
Okay. See,
Honestly, Christopher Lee is just too big and cool to be stuck in a wheelchair looking up at the dude from Gremlins for half the movie.
Donald Pleasance, though, definitely not.
Well, you mentioned that. Guess who was in Gremlins 2?
Who the fuck's in Gremlins 2?
Christopher Lee.
Is he?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, Jesus. Is this kid in
Saruman himself, brother.
Saruman.
You talking about Peter Gallagher? Zach Gallagher, whatever?
Yeah, Zach Galligan.
Yeah. He's in it, too.
This fucker. Yeah, I do love some Chris Lee, though. It's my namesake. If that's all we got, boys, it's time to take a visit to this place that just randomly popped up on our random wheel. Let's go to 1988 and check out the Waxworks.
Raw meat. You do like raw meat. Please. If not, we can have some.
No, that's fine. I haven't had steak tartare in a long time.
Steak tartare? Oh, yes. Steak tartare.
All right, our story begins with a group of college friends, Mark, Sarah, China, Gemma, James, and Tony. They cross paths with a mysterious, well-dressed man named David Lincoln, who invites them to his private wax museum, tucked away in the suburbs. So this skips like a good 15 minutes of setup in this movie, but not a lot of importance happens outside of what we just underlined here.
Yeah, being introduced to our leading ladies, leading gentlemen.
Yeah, and we will start up top with the cast here.
Headed by Zach Galligan as Mark.
Fucker still riding that Gremlins fame at this point, right?
Yeah, this is definitely, I think it's a few years after Gremlins, like his breakout role.
Is this before Gremlins 2? Is this the same
Yeah, before
year?
Gremlins 2. I'm kind of surprised this guy's career didn't really take off.
I'm not.
I kind of assumed it did. He was like,
He's got that look.
Yeah, I was assuming like, oh yeah, I remember that guy from Gremlins. Of course he had like a long career. I just never watched the shit he was in. Apparently not.
He did.
Bunch of Hallmark and Lifetime movies.
I could see him having who was the guy who was in Juno? Michael Cera, is that his name?
Michael Cera?
Yeah, he has that like odd, nerdy,
Almost said Michael Pena.
oddy nerd look to him.
Yeah, the energy about him too. Sarah's great though. Dude's, he's got range.
Well, I'm not saying he doesn't, but he's definitely sometimes typecast.
Oh yeah. You've seen the commercial? He did a Super Bowl commercial for the lotion, the CeraVe or whatever it is.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Michael
CeraVe?
That was good. Yeah, that was a good one.
I use fucking CeraVe. He's
Michael Cera's commercials, very good. Who else do we shout here? Sarah Brightman is played by Deborah Foreman, who is best known for her starring role in the 1983 film Valley Girl opposite your boy, Nicolas Cage.
I typed Deborah Foreman.
Deborah Foreman.
I mean, that's pretty much how it looks.
Fucking idiot.
She was also in one of those weird old movies from the 80s that had a lot of stars, Grizzly 2, starring her. It had George Clooney. It's very odd.
Grizzly 2?
Grizzly
like a grizzly
2.
bear?
Yeah. I don't know what Grizzly 1's about, but Grizzly 2 had George Clooney in it.
This is like an Outsiders situation?
I don't think so, but maybe.
I don't think Grizzly 2 has the same kind of panache as Outsiders.
He said there was a lot of 80s stars in it.
It sounds like they just lucked out.
There's more than just George Clooney. I'm forgetting the cast, but it is an insanely stacked cast for a awful movie.
It's got George Clooney, Tom Cruise, John Travolta, Nicolas Cage.
All in the woods,
Jesus
fighting
Christ.
grizzly bears.
Tom Brady's a 5-year-old kid in there. Jeez.
And apparently...
Is it about a grizzly bear?
Yeah, it's about a killer grizzly bear. Apparently, Deborah and Anthony Hickox were dating during the making of this movie. They had what Hickox described as a messy breakup prior to filming Waxworks 2, Lost in Time, so she declined the offer to reprise her role.
Boy, I would have killed that bitch off so quick in that movie. Just I would have said some fucking crazy shit happened to her character.
Some fucking crazy shit happened to her kid.
I would have said, yeah, Sarah got AIDS. She was a fucking
Jesus.
She got AIDS from Marquis de Sade. She was a fucking whore.
Fuck me, bro. All right, who else? We have China, Hooty's favorite character was played by Michelle Johnson.
God, she is fucking hot.
She is
my
hot.
God,
you
she
might
is
know
hot.
her from 1995's Glimmer Man, the Steven Seagal vehicle, or my favorite shout out in her filmography here from 1992, a little piece of shit called Dr. Giggles.
Dr. Giggles. Fucking love that shit.
God, that movie fucking sucked.
I've never seen it.
We watched that movie a lot. For some reason, we watched it a lot. It was shit.
My brother has talked shit about that movie, I think, my entire life, so I've never watched it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pull it up on here one day. It is fucking terrible.
And
the whole premise is right there in the title.
Have you two ever watched Death Becomes Her? Because that was high on her filmography.
Yes. Is that the one with the blonde-headed lady?
Yep.
And then the dark-haired lady,
Yep.
when she gets shot in the chest.
Yeah, hole in the stomach. I remember I remember it being like a TV movie the adults were watching when I was a kid.
It was like Nicolas Cage, right?
I never sought it out. Was it Bruce Willis?
Might have been Bruce Willis.
Yeah, it was like 80s comedy. 80s comedies have
Mama,
just always been lost on me, man.
Oh, yeah, you do hate like people like John Candy, you heartless bastard.
Yeah, those 80s comedies
Meryl
just
Streep.
didn't do it
Meryl
for me.
Meryl Streep. Sorry.
I'll circle back to them one day. I just missed the boat there. All right, go back to our cast list here. We talked about David Warner, of course, Mr. Lincoln, the sinister curator. He has one of these great, like, welcome to the exhibit voices ever. That dude's he's got one of those voices. Apparently, Hickox convinced him to take the role for a fraction of his usual rate by promising a quote-unquote proper villain's death.
That's true.
That's the reason he took the discount.
Yeah, that seems fair.
We know old Dave from The Omen, Titanic, of course, the fucker. That was going to be the guy from Titanic to me. He's in Tron, which I watched for the first time recently, and Scream 2. I forgot that we actually covered it before in Scream 2.
This guy's got a
He
through
was
line.
the director of the play, remember that? He was giving Sydney notes.
Oh, and it's true. Yep.
You're fucking terrible, Sydney.
Why don't you take a closer look?
Look closely, I got one more big guy I got to cover, unless y'all got another cast member that we want to talk about here. It's kind of a all up front dump for this movie.
It's hard to talk about James and Gemma, because they, or Gemma, what the fuck her name is?
Gemma.
They literally disappear within, 2 minutes of their introduction?
Yeah, they're just, their body count, they're just cannon fodder,
Well,
it seems.
If you two would give me a second here to say James was played by Eric Brown, who you may know from Mama's Family. I loved Mama's Family when I was a kid.
Yeah, no one knows the fuck you're talking
Is
Is
about.
that some more 80s sitcom shit?
Oh,
fucking
it is.
weirdo.
It is the 80s of 80s sitcom about a Southern grandma who's actually played by a young woman, yes.
Jesus Christ. For somebody who was born in the 90s, this dude is the most 80s person I've ever fucking
I
met.
love some 80s stuff, man.
I love the 80s. Remember that VH1 shit?
Dude, that
We just
VH1
watched that on
shit
repeat.
Pop-up video.
I did like pop-up video. That was all right. But yeah, my probably favorite actor in this whole movie is Tony, played by a fella named Dana Ashbrook, who I have a very intimate relationship with at this point in my life.
Intimate?
Oh my God, more
This is
Twin Peaks bullshit.
Bobby Briggs, baby, on the television series Twin Peaks from 1990 to 91, as well as the 2017 revival and the 1992 prequel film Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me. Bobby Briggs, dude. This is fucking legendary character on that show. I love this, dude.
I need to just
Fantastic.
watch this shit one day so I can so me shitting on it could have some validity.
So again, have something that actually has any pop to it, dude. Bobby is so good on the show. He goes from like piece of shit boyfriend. He just goes through it all. He's just a fantastic character. And this dude reminds me so much of Timothy Oliphant.
He does.
If you watch this show, because you got 1990 to 91. The next time we see him, he's in 2017. He's got like white hair. He looks just like fucking modern day Timothy Oliphant. It's insane.
Joey, he's gonna.
I actually liked his turn in Ghost Dad more than I do.
I did have a note that he was in
Twin Peaks.
Ghost Dad as well. Hopefully he didn't drink anything he wasn't supposed to.
They say Ghost Dad's better than No Dad.
I was about to say, if you don't talk about
Fucking
Ghost
hang on.
Dad, I'm gonna be pissed.
I just wrote 1990 Ghost Dad, and I put a sad face beside of it. 'Cause I don't think there's any happiness that came off of the set of that movie.
Oh, you see here, I'm a ghost here. You
Oh,
see?
I'm sure
There's
somebody's.
another one of Hootie's 80s legends right
I'm
there. Go
sure
right ahead,
somebody's college tuition got paid off of that set. And yes, I was once
as well as reconstructive surgery of their anus
I
or
was
something.
once
to
a
that extent.
Cosby Show fan, but we have to put that all in the closet, don't we?
Oh, you had the DVDs?
I had all of them. I had to throw them in the trash. I literally threw them in the trash. I had all
Jesus
like 8 or
Christ.
9 seasons. I forgot how many. It is. All on DVD.
Oh shit!
And then Bill Cosby had
Poor
to,
Ed
had to
McKay.
mess around, and I was like, well, I guess I got to throw these away because I don't want them in my house anymore.
Who didn't even sell him? He didn't even fucking sell
I mean,
him.
if somebody,
He went straight Disney burning.
if you're trying to date and somebody walks in your house and you got the entire 9 seasons of the Cosby Show,
oh, let's take a look at your media collection here, buddy.
Here's the thing: before this even came out, if you got 9 seasons of fucking Cosby Show laid up on your shit, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, he's got a point there.
it was a wholesome American family,
Oh, you didn't even skip season 6. He got the whole fucking collection.
whole collection.
Damn, bro. But yeah, shout out to Dana. He was my favorite part of this entire movie. The minute I saw he was in here,
Here's
I
the
was
thing,
geeking, bro.
He is probably the funnest character
He's so charismatic
in the
dude.
movie. Yes, he's
I'm
great.
telling you, next time you see him, just think of Timothy Oliphant. I feel like he took some of his moves from that guy. Bobby Briggs forever. Oh, I also wanted to shout out here. We have like the introduction. Everybody's at they're watching a football practice, I guess is what the hell's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But there's dudes punching each other in the face on the field.
Oh yeah,
It
they're
is
doing
highly
crazy shit.
confusing.
They're
Highly
doing like
confusing what the hell's
they're
going on.
flipping each other in the air, drop kicking each other. One guy like got stabbed with a knife.
Yeah, it's at a fucking scrimmage here. I don't know what's going on.
Y'all are on the same team, guys. This is a fucking practice.
I think that was
This isn't a game.
there was some commentary that was lost on us here.
I feel like sports is, I don't know if it's just us being big sports fans ourselves. It's just so, football is always just so poorly depicted in the
I got a
movies.
note here. It says better horror sports movie than him.
Oh, fucking A. If I had to grade the two side by side, I might be leaning towards Waxwork.
Hello.
Easily.
I'm sure we're going to talk about
Yeah,
it.
football,
I was thrown off by the fact that they make Waxwork seem like something from a bygone era.
yeah, they're like, oh, that's what like our parents liked. We like watch TV now or some shit, I guess. Is
Well,
like
the fact that they
hangout.
know what the hell a Waxworks is to begin with is surprising to me. 'Cause
Oh,
the
yeah.
bitch says, "Oh, there's a Waxworks that popped up." I'm like, "What the fuck is a Waxworks?"
Everybody
I
That'd be
said,
the
what
first
the
thing
hell
I
is a
said.
Waxwork? Oh, yeah, I remember those from like back when we were 10 and 12 years
I
old.
didn't
or whatever.
realize
Yeah,
Waxwork
Yeah, it's definitely weird.
had an era of time.
Guess they were popping at some point. I feel like that'd have to be like pre-cinema, though. That'd be like the late 1800s. Like I don't know when that was like the place to go.
It's tough because it seems to need some technological advances to be able to make a replica of a human being.
Doesn't Disney do this now with presidents or some shit?
Oh, the President's Hall at Disney.
Yeah, they're not wax though. They're just animatronic now. I guess everything's animatronic
Yeah,
now,
it's
right?
There's that very popular company that's in like big cities in America, Madame LaRue, or I forgot.
Oh, the Wax Museum. Yeah.
They're very, very popular.
I don't think it's never been my jam, but maybe one day. Inside the Waxwork, they find lifelike horror scenes featuring classic monsters, werewolves, vampires, mummies, and more. But when Tony and China step over the velvet ropes, they're sucked into the displays themselves.
The literal
Shit.
suck zone.
This shit gets popping pretty quick, man. And this is the idea of the movie, I reckon, if we had to break it down into one sentence.
Yeah, it's almost like a night at the museum, but like the horror version of it.
Yeah, what if all these came alive?
I thought walking around these exhibits was so cool when I was a kid. Like I wanted to go to this Waxwork.
Just to see the fake werewolves and the Minotaur getting milked and everything.
And you could like get sucked into their sets. Obviously, I don't want to die.
God,
But-
imagine getting sucked into the Minotaur.
I know, yeah. I'd have to figure out how to
He's
do
just
it.
sucked
be
off
doing-
by a Looney
That ain't
Tune.
the last thing getting fucking sucked in that scene.
I liked how, in retrospect, we don't really see it to the end, but like when people get sucked into the exhibit, it's almost instantaneous. Like if they don't make it out, then they become a part of the exhibit. But if you're like an outside perspective, you see it almost like within a few seconds. Like, oh, he didn't make it out, and now he's part of the exhibit or whatever. Like, I can see Joey just going into the market side, and like 2 seconds later, he's like face down with like a big carrot hanging out of his ass or something. And like his eyes
Big
have-
old- with a big smile on my face.
Damn, I think he's still alive. He looks happy as hell.
Yeah, man died doing what he loved.
That was up display for all to see.
That's a big ass carrot. They turned him into a fucking snowman.
Hey, y'all went to the Waxwork, see a big man with a carrot in his ass.
Some reindeer just nibbling on it. You can do all kinds of cool shit with that. I should have been a curator. All right, back to it. Tony lands in a fog-drenched cabin under siege by a werewolf, and he is unfortunately shot dead mid-transformation. China awakens in Dracula's Gothic castle, where she's seduced, bitten, and transformed into a vampire. Dana's gone too soon, man. That's my biggest note of complaint to this point.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. You kind of killed off the most charismatic character way too quick. However,
he's so handsome.
He was bitten by fucking Gimli, bro.
Yeah, I was wondering if it's like, I was like,
John,
I know this guy.
John Rhys Davies.
I was doing cast notes. I said, I know this man's face, but I'm not going to write it down because I want Joy to tell me about it because I know he's going to remember who the fuck this guy is. I'm pretty sure he's in Raiders of the Lost Ark too, isn't he?
Oh, he's like he has a massive catalog of things he's been in.
He looked very familiar.
That fucker's always going to be Gimli though.
The werewolf tears a man in half.
God, it's so fucking sick. Oh my
I liked
God.
all the werewolf shit, dude. It was dope. I was on board at this point.
And even though it was broken up in the broken edits, the transformation wasn't bad for 18 days.
I think it looked fantastic.
Yeah.
Like it looked like some shit straight out of The Howling.
I put it like in the same vein as American Werewolf in London. I mean, not as good, obviously.
I wouldn't go that far.
But I could see like
it's like The Howling.
Tipping the cap. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, man.
And then we can't forget the steak. Hot dog.
Well, how about before we get to that though? That transition from the scene of Tony being shot to it becoming a wax exhibit
when he's posted up against the wall and the camera pulls out.
The camera pans. Yeah,
it pans, and then our dude Zach just walks up like, "Oh,
that was fucking clean."
Yeah, it was smooth.
Yeah,
and once we get into China's little Dracula situation, you kind of get the rhythm of what the movie's going to be. And for me, I was like, it just felt very refreshing. It felt very meta. I really liked where the movie was going.
So you felt the rhythm, you felt the rhyme. Hold on, boys, it's bobsledding time.
It's fucking time. But yeah, even it felt like what was cool was each scene, like every vignette that they get pulled into, kind of had its own aesthetic. Like they all looked a little different. They sounded a little different. I was talking tip of the cap to the composer earlier. It was like a bunch of mini movies. I felt like I was, I don't know, watching Are You Afraid of the Dark or some shit like that, but with like real fucking effects work.
I think it was
really cool.
Yeah, I think that's what he was supposed to do, or was trying to do, was make a compilation.
Yeah, them eating the tartare though. It made me wonder if is that really like people just eat straight up raw ass steak like that?
That's what beef tartare is.
Just some blended up pulpy flesh.
And then the guy that playing Dracula was just such an odd actor. How he was delivering lines, and he goes, "No sauce, but the sauce makes the dish."
It's a little salty. That's all part of its charm. That's what she said.
Every
How cool was it when she went to the fucking basement and found out it was her fiance's leg they were eating?
Oh, and yeah, that shit was dope.
That scene.
God, that was so fucking cool.
Terrified me as a kid.
It was great.
Yeah, the leg looked real. The dude posted up on the table.
There's a little rat shooting on it.
There's a rat nibbling on it. Get the fuck off me.
I hate a damn rat, man.
Then they're having a fucking fight, right, with the other vampires, and he jumps on the dude's leg and he starts screaming.
He lays
Dude,
across
it's so
his ass
wild.
for like 5 minutes.
She turns into Buffy at one point.
Oh yeah, when she hits him with the cross on the forehead.
Literally hitting him with the cross on the forehead, stabbing these other bitches in the chest with all these stakes.
That shit look good. Well, as we come to find out later, you do have some like agency of power when you get pulled into these exhibits, which again, that's just something I thought was really cool. Like you have some control over what's going on. It's almost like a dream.
Got to give a shout out to the champagne bottle through the female vampire. It was awesome.
Oh, that was cool. I would have drunk the shit out of them champagne bottle.
Yeah, it reminded me of From Dusk Till Dawn, the going down the leg. She's pouring Tarantino the shot down, or the alcohol down her leg, down the foot.
You know he fucked that shot up a bunch of times so he can redo it a bunch of times.
Oh yeah, he said. Cut, I was looking at the camera. Every time he just looks right at it. Let's just shoot that again. But yeah, he turns everything into like a little mini movie with its own style and stuff. And I just thought it was cool. It's like flipping through an old VHS shelf back in the day. With the two friends out of the picture, Mark and Sarah leave shaken but unharmed, unaware their friends are now part of the exhibits. Meanwhile, new victims wander in, including a jock who falls prey to the Phantom of the Opera display. Sounds like Hootie had some notes about this one.
No, it's just other than the fact it's supposed to be Jason Voorhees and the weird, odd
Should have been Jason.
dialogue of him talking about his love.
Imagine if it was Jason Voorhees here. That'd have been fucking dope.
But awesome.
But I mean, if that's the case, you could. It's kind of a cheat code. You could do like a Freddy display, a Jason display. You could do them all.
Leather Daddy.
That's kind of cheating, isn't it?
A Hellraiser display. I guess the guy would love that.
Damn right.
If it was Jason, I think we would have got an actual bit or a kill scene. With Phantom of the Opera, there is nothing other than dead body.
Yeah, he just died. Period. End of story. We haven't mentioned the little man who's kind of the assistant to the owner of the mansion. But at this point, every time we see him and he bows, he gets his own little sound effect, and that shit cracked me up. Like 4 times it had happened.
His little swirl of hair too. He's got this little swirl of hair that pops down and pops
up. Like, whoosh. I love this dude.
That's Mahali Micho Mezaros. He was a stunt double for Mikey from Look Who's Talking.
Whoa.
The baby?
Yeah, the baby.
The toddler?
Oh, yeah. God. And he also played Alf for like 10 episodes.
Hell yeah. This dude had some charisma. He had the riz.
There's your 80s franchise I know nothing about, Chris. Alf.
Alf. Do you know what Alf stands for?
Alien life form?
He got it. He's still got a little bit of 80s in him. He doesn't know it. Still had in the veins a little bit. But yeah, I love the old dude sound effects. He was cute. I'm sure he would be insulted to hear that coming from another grown man. Police Inspector Roberts investigates the missing students, only to realize the wax figures are the missing people preserved in gruesome realism. He returns to the Waxworks, but his own curiosity gets him killed inside of the mummy display.
Joy.
I've never been scared of a mummy. This was a scary fucking mummy, dude.
He was a big bastard.
He's got that leaking ass face look, like his eyes and his mouth are like leaking like fluids.
Joy, let's be real here. Let's have an honest conversation. How mad would you be to be locked in that tomb with that just drop dead gorgeous woman that this guy was locked in there with?
Actually, inside the tomb?
Yeah.
With the bone,
don't forget there was a fucking snake in there.
Yeah, you just killed the snake. Or use the snake. I don't know.
Kill the snake with what?
Your teeth, your tiger teeth.
With the skeleton
My bare hands.
Bite its head off.
Oh, there was a snake in there. There was another fucking mummy in there. This was too many fucking people.
This was one mummy too many.
This is one mummy too many.
Yeah, getting dropped in there.
I don't know if I can get hard with the damn snake in there and an old ass mummy stinking up the place.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, and then she's screaming and fucking hollering and she won't shut up.
She was screaming a lot.
Oh, he said she won't shut the fuck up. She's stuck in a sarcophagus. You need to remain calm.
So at this point, the detective gets before he dies, obviously, goes into the Waxworks and cuts off a piece of China's face.
Yeah, that part was a little creepy. And he put it like in his pocket. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I did.
No, he had a Ziploc bag with a sandwich, and he had to take the sandwich out.
I thought he was going to like make her bleed or something and then realize it. But no, he like takes it with him and leaves.
Just digs it out.
I'm going to get this looked at.
For DNA testing.
But that also confirms that once you become a wax person, you're definitely dead.
Yeah, I guess there's no blood flow. But are you? Definitely dead. Be again with the mummy having its own little mini movie. That was pretty fucking dope, man. It was just cool to go from one movie to another.
I thought the old man did a great job of just being just like the veteran mummy, whatever he was.
Oh, yeah. He's just trying to sell him on it. He's like, yeah, man, you got to get over here. Take a look at this. Old rabble rouser. Speaking of which, I think there's a Mummy 4 in production now. Brendan Fraser's Mummy.
How is Brendan Fraser going to come back? Looking like he got stung by a bunch of bees.
And that was just a suit for the whale, right?
Yeah, but he's still a thick boy now.
He gained some weight for the whale, but
he gained
a
lot of weight.
Believe me, Chris. If there's one movie I know all about.
Y'all ain't.
Talk about the most horrifying experience I've ever heard anybody have at a movie theater. It was Mr. Hootie watching the whale.
Well, what's in a lifetime, buddy?
You know he brought in 3 Snickers too. He's just fucking. I'm leaving them.
What? Actually, he bought this popcorn.
We get 1 large pizza. You know what? Fuck it. Just leave it. I'm done.
Yeah.
This movie has changed me.
Let me get to carry down Joey's ass while I'm thinking about it.
Tasty.
And I think the guy
Mark uncovers.
Sorry, who's the tall Arabic guy who was in Deuce Bigelow? He's going to reprise his role in Mummy.
Oh yeah, that dude.
I'm sorry that my reference is Deuce Bigelow, but
I've only ever seen him like in those same characters, but I do not know his name.
Yeah. That guy.
That guy, good looking guy.
Yeah.
Mark uncovers an old newspaper tying Lincoln to his grandfather's murder decades earlier with the help of his grandfather's disabled friend, Sir Wilfrid. Mark learns Lincoln once sold his soul to the devil. The classic horror villain motivation there. I'm trying to figure out why did he sell his soul to the devil? Like, what was his end game? He just wanted to be the best wax worker of all time?
He seems to.
Or he wants to end the world?
Yeah, I think it's like in the world being like a.
I think he wants to just to end it. I don't even think he has any motivation.
Every time we encounter characters with this, like that same approach to why they're doing what they're doing, like, why don't you just kill yourself and just get it over with?
Oh, I got to bring the world down with you.
Just go, man. Just take exit stage left. It's okay. The rest of us, we'll all fuck it up on our own. We don't need help. Just give us time.
Well, apparently there's an asteroid coming in a couple of years, so one way or another.
Yeah, we'll be dead. We'll be dead before Gremlins even comes out.
Yeah, this will just be spinning into the ethos, this podcast and repeat forever. We'll just be an android's dream one day.
Oh, what a soothing dream.
That's deep. I got the details for you here before we step over this. Lincoln's grand plan. Complete 18 cursed displays, each powered by a victim's soul to resurrect history's greatest monsters and trigger a quote-unquote voodoo end of the world where evil devours the living. I had to throw the voodoo in there.
I have a question.
I don't have answers. But go ahead.
So by this logic, there really was a killer werewolf. There really was Dracula. There really was a killer mummy.
Yeah, it's confusing as to the genesis of these creatures. Is he captured them, or has he just made wax likenesses of quote unquote history's greatest myths? I don't know the word.
Using the artifacts he steals in the opening when he kills Mark's grandfather.
When he pushes his face into a fireplace.
Pushes his face in the fire and is like busting up all his little collectibles.
Fuck your couch.
I guess he makes them out of wax and like inserts them inside their assholes or something.
So I get like Jack the Ripper. Okay, I mean that was a real person. Like the Mummy. Like no, that's just a movie from like the 40s and 30s. Like
right.
Is that who are we referencing here? Is this King Tut or I don't know? Is this Bubba Hotep?
Is that Vlad the Impaler as Dracula?
Yeah, I guess he has at least some sense of connective tissue to the real world. But yeah, I agree with you. It's kind of confusing. But again, this movie is not shooting for the logical three-pointer. Mark and Sarah sneak back into the Wax Museum with gasoline to end it all. But maybe the most interesting part of the movie, Sarah is pulled into the Marquis de Sade's chamber, where sadistic temptation and supernatural terror blur together.
God, the way you read that sentence got my nipples hard.
I've never seen one.
This was a movie, and that's what I'm saying, man.
Boy, Sarah is soaking fucking wet.
We've watched 3 horror movies, and now I'm going to 50 Shades. Like, I'm getting everything in this.
They got her
ass
chained up and is hitting her with the whip, and this bitch is talking about do it harder.
Dog, I didn't think this would be as interesting as it was.
I had to pause it right there. I had to take care of something and come back.
I was so confused.
I had to look into this character. I was like, who is the Marquis de Sade? I went down a whole Wikipedia rabbit hole. This was a real dude.
This is a real dude? Sadist, baby, about the massacre.
This is a real dude. He ever heard of the term?
French writer, French philosopher.
Sadomasochism, right? A sadist. Yeah. It comes from his name, Marquis de Sade.
Jeez.
That's what sadism is. Yeah, this is like a French dude from a couple hundred years ago who pretty much invented the tying sexuality into pain. And he wrote a bunch of pornography, he wrote a bunch of short stories with all kinds of this stuff in it. He was like the creator of
listen to this quote.
Modern S&M porn.
Sex without fear or pain was like food without taste.
Okay. Was this
Put a little salt on it.
Put that on a bumper sticker.
The actor played him way too likable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No. This guy was likable in real life.
Well,
people love this guy. He was like rich and famous. He was like a former military guy. Like he had like a really big following. He was an author.
Oh, okay.
He wrote these books after he was put in jail for like beating women and having a bunch of orgies and stuff.
The more you know.
This dude, he's a hell of a character, man. Go down that rabbit hole sometime. Just, I'm sure YouTube's got some insights for you.
Oh, guaranteed.
But yeah, I feel like Sarah was about to finish during that beating, dog.
She got a bit of freak in her, dog.
She sold it.
I will say the makeup from the whipping didn't add up to what he was saying had happened.
Yeah, no one as harsh as his actions and words indicated, but I didn't need to see that.
I didn't say anything.
I feel like this is the one. It's the one section where they kind of skimped on the effects. Everything else was like horror movie, gruesome gore, blah.
Yeah. I don't mean to be too nitpicky,
But
but
he said, "I want to see that bitch get hit."
I mean, this dude was like, I've never seen one take it this far.
This whore of yours.
I've never seen such a whore in my entire life.
Yeah.
God, this Jezebel, this whore.
I thought she was going to have no skin up on her back. And then this.
I was like, oh, she's got like 4 good lashes. Yeah, I guess. I see. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like this part of the movie was just smarter than I expected it to be.
Please don't stop. Hurt me more. But when she said that, I wish I could reach my hand through that fucking TV
And
screen.
she falls down that man's kneecap.
Man, yeah, dude. She said, "No, I'm staying with Daddy." Daddy, me. It's the one thing you got to tell everybody. What's the one thing that gets better with age? Daddy's belt.
Jeez.
Nothing gets better like Daddy's belt.
You two.
I've never seen a girl take so much. She's an even bigger whore than her face betrays.
The dialogue is out of fucking control here.
There were so many T-shirts that could have been made
This
from this
motherfucker-
5-minute scene.
Dog, when Mark busts in there to like save her ass, he says, "Don't be angry just because she had her first orgasm at the end of a whip and not by your touch."
Damn,
God
dude.
damn.
So I could honestly,
The dude, he's like not profane. He's just honest.
say I watched the movie a lot as a kid, and I did not comprehend what was happening in this scene as a child.
Yeah, there's no way for you to. I guess you would think she's. So what did you probably can't remember.
I thought she
but
was
I wonder
just
what you would
getting
have thought.
tortured.
Why was she? So why did she want to stay in your mind?
I probably can't remember that. But
Stockholm syndrome.
yeah,
You probably said, she was just pretending.
she was. Well, I was probably
She
thinking.
was just confused.
Probably thinking like it was a part of the scene.
Oh, he's got vanilla ice cream on his leg. I want to stay here and lick it.
That's the maple syrup. We haven't talked about
yeah.
the actor who plays Mark. This dude. I don't want to butcher his name.
The Marquis de Sade. Who
Marquis
do you
de
have as
Sade.
the actor there?
J. Kenneth Campbell, who was in quite a few films, one of which I know Joy loves: The Abyss, Mars Attacks, Blue Streak, and the classic Tomcats.
Ooh, I love all those.
God. Yes.
What's Tomcats? Oh, Jerry McConnell.
O'Connell.
Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah. Gary Busey's son.
Jerry McConnell. Yes. Jake, baby. Damn, I ain't seen that movie in about 30 years. Even though it's only 20 years old.
And I had a note that he kind of looks like Sean Bean.
Yeah, I do get some Sean. I could see some Sean Bean energy coming off of that. I don't know if Sean could have delivered that dialogue, though. This dude was just brutally honest. I feel like Sean would have been too nice. He would have pulled the whip. Pulling his punches. We can't have that.
And don't forget, the director was right beside this dude, watching.
Just watching it. Yeah, I like how it's funny because like he's watching, he's the prince or whatever, and he's doing it for the prince. And he keeps like turning, like the prince keeps turning away, like he's trying to hide a boner the whole time. I was like, this dude is the real freak in this room. She's nearly dead, sir. Keep fucking baiting
I don't
her.
know why you're fucking stopping, bro.
You know, I think he wanted to be tied up next, is what it was.
Oh,
Meanwhile, Mark is lost in his own little zombie world. We don't get a whole lot of action there because Mark quickly finds out that belief in the exhibit is where all the power lies. So I guess this is what he brings to Sarah, pretty much telling her, if you don't believe it, it's not real.
she's like, I don't want to stop believing. Don't stop
She said, "Bro,
believing.
I believe the snail trail I'm leaving on the floor.
Hold on to that beating.
She's just sitting in a puddle. She said, believe that. Believe that.
It was a little convenient for Mark to learn that you can control the world. That was very shoehorned in.
Yeah. Like he almost makes it out of the gate and he's like, this isn't real. If I don't believe it, I can control it all. Which I get it. The whole thing I think is kind of a meta commentary on the movies in general. Like we see 6 or 7 movies across the different exhibits. And it's all fake, right? And that's, I think, it's kind of what he's trying to say. It's kind of like Scream before Scream. It's all meta. These movies are just movies. They're fake. If you don't believe them, they don't have any power over you. And that's kind of what he's trying to bring out of this, I believe, in a way.
That makes sense.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me giving Mr. Hickox, considering he wrote the script in 3 days, maybe I'm going a little deeper than he did on the idea there. But the vignettes are the movies. They're fake. So I did appreciate a tip of some intellectual curiosity satisfied there. Here's probably one of the coolest shit in the movie happens for me. Sir Wilfrid stormed the museum with armed allies as the exhibits come to life. Zombies, vampires, and monsters attacking everyone. Mark duels the Marquis de Sade while Lincoln falls screaming into a vat of molten wax. The old man army, dude. This was my shit.
Old man army. See, look,
nothing like a bunch of 80-year-old men charging.
Don't forget Butler Jenkins. We didn't talk about it, but Mark is super rich in this movie, and he has a butler named Jenkins that he gets drunk with from time to time. But he's out here fucking slaying monsters, dog.
Jenkins he's like Alfred on steroids.
There's so many cool things that happen right here. You got that demon baby taking the shotgun to the face. The fucking bat they catch with their bare hands and blow his fucking head off.
Yeah.
This shit is so fucking good, dude.
I just love the old days. It's like Braveheart. But it's all geriatric dudes. Half of them in wheelchairs, on crutches and shit.
Been waiting for this.
You know what was weird? You know what was weird to me? When they first meet up with Sir Wilfrid, his godfather, and it's talking about the actual prophecy of having all these 18 different exhibitions.
Right. Because Wilfrid kind of gives him the expedition dump of this is how it works.
Yeah, but they say these are the abominations that'll bring the world to its end. They can't even defeat a mob of escaped nursing home tenants armed with pitchforks.
Right? It's because these boys believe, man. It's all about the power of belief. They believe they can do it. I thought it was weird, and going back to that scene where he kind of gives him the exposition dump of, oh yeah, that dude's a piece of shit. He's definitely trying to end the world. It's going to happen tonight. You kind of got to go there today and burn his shit down with gasoline. He knows a ton of information about this. He's not doing shit about it. But as soon as they leave, he's on the phone. He's like, it's beginning. I thought he was going to be in cahoots with old dude.
That's what I thought too, yeah.
I thought that was I don't know if that was just a weird edit or if it was meant to throw you off like a red herring.
Also liked how Jenkins I felt like we were supposed to be more attached to Jenkins than we actually were in this last battle scene.
He needed more screen time. It seems like he might got a scene or two cut or something.
Had to. But then he kills China and then looks at Mark and goes, don't worry, sir. She's been dead a long time.
She's been dead a long time. Yeah, he just casually stabs her ass while Mark's making out with her. He's been lusting after this girl since day one. The whole time, I'm forgetting Dana's character's name, but he's like, oh yeah, why don't you fuck Mark? And she's like, Mark fucking sucks. She's like, Mark fucking sucks. And Tony's always like, oh shit, you fucking the football player. You fucking loser. Can't buy me love, motherfucker. But yeah, he finally gets to almost make out with her, and then the fucking butler just casually stabs her.
She's dead a long time, sir. Damn, that pussy still work though. Come on now.
I don't know. Not like Sarah's though.
Oof.
Sarah's plumbing's clearly working.
That thing too wet. They be sliding out.
Jenkins.
You hear him sloshing when they leave in that Marquis de Sade set.
Jenkins gives Mark this sword that apparently has insta-kill powers.
Oh, the rapier.
Yeah, it doesn't draw any blood though.
That's true.
It always comes out clean.
I love that rapier. But yeah, so we lose. Lincoln falls into the vat of molten wax. I was kind of confused. He died due to the heat of the wax, I guess. Because we get the jump scare. I thought he was going to have a resurrection as a wax monster, and then we're going to get a final kill. But we don't. He kind of just goes back to sleep. The museum burns to the ground. Sir Wilfrid is decapitated by a motherfucking werewolf. But Sarah and Mark stagger out alive, only for a severed zombie hand to crawl free from the rubble, hinting that evil still lingers. I thought the werewolf fucking head ripping off was pretty dope.
I didn't know
Yeah, that was sick.
why that happened.
Because Wilfred's sitting there like in triumph, and he's like, hell no, you're not escaping either, bro.
It was totally unnecessary.
Unless you can get out of this fucking wheelchair and start walking.
Yeah, they did Wilf wrong.
I mean, I guess the guy was like, we got to get one last decapitation in here somewhere.
Yeah, you felt like the movie was over at that point. I was like, okay, everybody's good. It's going to burn down. He's just going to roll down like a ramp or something. But I guess it was all stairs.
You thought he was going to do
Yeah,
like
just
Friday
sit
the 13th.
I thought the werewolf would knock him backwards and he would just bump down the stairs and shit. But nah.
I almost
He
wish
just pulls his head
we
off
would have
casually.
got that one instead.
After he pulled his head off? Damn, you're cruel, man. Cruel. And then we get the Addams family, the hand crawling away there to hint at what is to come.
I thought the hand looked pretty good.
I thought the hand looked good too. I was looking for the seams. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, couldn't.
I was like, okay, there's just a dude under the rubble moving his hand around. But then the wrist pops up and there's nothing connected to it. And I was like, oh, shit.
The effects on this thing are really top notch.
Pretty impressive considering the resume of the special works. Was it Joe Keane, you said?
Joe
Bob
King.
Keane? Bob Keane.
Bob King. Bob Dole.
Bob Doe. We're just shouting out fucking random names now.
Yeah, Bob King.
All right, folks, that's all I got for Waxworks. You guys got anything else before we step over the smoldering rubble of that lovely house in the suburbs? All right, what piece of memorabilia you boys taking home from Waxworks?
I recently had to give the Elder Hootie back his king sword from Lord of the Rings, so I am now a swordless man. So with that, I'm...
Wait. Now we need some context there. You had to give it back.
Yeah.
A king sword?
He desorted you?
No. He
What are you, the fucking prince?
wanted...
Aragorn's sword from the Lord
There
of the
you go.
Rings.
He wanted me to be the keeper of this sword.
Why would you have it?
Hold on. He wanted me to be a keeper of this sword while his children grew up. And now I guess his kids are to the age to where they won't...
What, you bestow it
Somebody
upon
just had a
him? He's gonna
birthday.
fucking
I
knight him
don't
or
know.
some shit?
It
I see
ain't...
the older Hootie just fucking rubbing his hand. He started rubbing his hands. Fucking, I cannot wait until I get that fucking sword back.
And I've hauled this
I'm
thing...
gonna decapitate so much shit in this neighborhood.
This sword has been in 3 different houses throughout its lifetime with me.
I've only ever seen it at your house because it's been there ever since like I've known you. I think at this point.
Well, it's gone, buddy. And I am swordless.
Damn, sad.
So I want Granddaddy's sword, the insta-kill power that beholds.
He wants that Excalibur. What about you, nasty boy?
Man, let me get that. Let me get Sir Wilford's monster murder mobile wheelchair with all the fucking upgrades. It's got like bat wings and shit on there, and it's indestructible.
That thing was custom, dude.
My man is mowing down these like army, these hordes of undead with nothing stopping him. Nothing can keep him from achieving his goal.
You got the
I
Bridgestone
want a piece of
tires
that
on
power.
bad
I
boy.
want to try. I want some of that power.
The power. I thought you were gonna go for like Sarah's underpants or something. Knowing how.
Not
How
Sarah.
foul
God
you were.
almighty. No, Sarah was. She was dry
Bring those
outside of that one scene. Gotta be
Just ring
China's
them out
brother.
on your head. I'm going sword too, but I'm going in a different direction. Let me get the Marque de Sades Rapier. The cool pointy sword. You never see those anymore.
That's good.
I don't want to stab you. I don't want to slice anybody. I just want to stab somebody. Just poke them full of holes. Stick them with the pointy end, as they say. All right, boys. Waxwork is behind us. Mr. Joseph. Time to get our letter grades going. Get out the book. Put it in the final big red marker. What did you think of Waxwork? From
Man,
1988?
how the fuck have I never heard of this movie before? It was
I said the same
really-
thing.
It was so refreshing watching something new and so totally unexpectedly good. Where to begin? The set pieces with so many different horror worlds. They were great. There's like a little something for every fan of the genre, whether you like vampires, werewolves, zombies. Like regardless of what you like, there's a little something for every this. It almost has this almost tongue-in-cheek sort of vibe to it. Very self-aware, full of humor and charm, with some likable characters. Although admittedly, I think the chemistry between Sarah and Mark isn't a highlight of it. I also really feel like it inspired one of my favorite modern horror movies, Cabin in the Woods. I see a lot of parallels between. There's memorable scenes throughout the werewolf man rip sequence, the dinner with a vampire segment, the mummy homage, it leading to the eventual voodoo end of the world crescendo. Although it did feel like the movie's budget kind of ran out for the climax, and I think it actually did. Kind of felt rushed and truncated, but Hickox managed to fit in some quality moments for me. The bat's head being blown off, the demon baby eating shotgun lead, Sir Wilfrid's valiant wheelchair charge. All of it stood out to me as really quality entertainment. And just like the concept and general plot of the movie, it feels fresh and unique. And I think we've already talked about it at length, but the special effects in this movie are they definitely betray the fact that it is a B movie. But yeah, I can definitely see 1988's Waxworks as being described as junk food horror. It's not good for you nutritionally, but damn if it doesn't taste good and scratch that cheesy B movie itch. Waxworks grades, that would it be?
All right, Mr. Hootie, what'd you think?
1988's Waxworks is a movie that I watched countless times when I was a kid. The older brother got me onto this along with almost every other 80s horror film and apparently every 80s sitcom and comedy on top of that. The special effects for me are the thing that shines through this movie. Considering the fact that it was shot in 18 days, to be able to pull off this many effects is almost just incredible. The acting is hit and miss, and the pacing for me is kind of all over the place watching this as an adult. It was really cool as a kid to be in this fun house environment, but as an adult, it just sometimes doesn't work, even though you want it to. The director clearly just is young, and from what his IMDb shows, didn't really get much better after this. But with all that being said, I will say that this is a film, if you haven't seen it, watch it. And if you've already seen it, please go back and watch it again, because it's only an hour and a half, so it's worth your time. And I give this movie a C+.
Good deal. It's also a blind spot for myself. I think that context kind of shades a lot of what me and the brother took out of this one. Waxwork is like walking through a haunted video store where every VHS comes alive. It's cheap, it's fast, and it's smarter than it needs to be. The tone wobbles between camp and carnage, but that is the fun, equal parts bloodbath and love letter to classic monsters. I'm giving a B to Mr. Hickox for Waxwork. B for creativity, and a B for that VHS era charm that we all miss so much. Well, all right, we're going to recap the audience score guesses from Rotten Tomatoes for Waxwork from 1988. This was a random assignment for us, so all three of us took a shot at this one. If you're new to the show, we try to guess that audience score. If we're within 5 points, we get to choose what's next. Otherwise, we get a random assignment via a big, fancy, real digital wheel on the internet. Guesses for this one, starting with the low man. Mr. Nasty said this would be a 50%. I said a 60%. And Mr. Hootie said a 75% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. The actual audience score was a 47%.
Ding, ding, ding.
Which puts the nasty Joseph in charge of what we will be watching next go round. So without further ado, Mr. Nasty, what's it going to be?
Man, I went back and rewatched Stop Motion the other day.
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
Got me in the mood for some creative format horror. We're going to check out 2024's Abruptio.
I don't even know what you're saying right now.
It is.
Abruptio?
Is that a Shudder original?
It's got Jordan Peele, Robert Englund, Sid Haig.
Jordan Peele. He's in the movie or is he producing it?
He's in it.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is a definitive blind spot for me. I have no idea what in the hell we're even talking about right now. You said Abruptio. Am I saying that correctly?
in 2024.
All right, well, folks, we're going to watch the trailer for 2024's Abruptio on YouTube. If you want to do so with us, you can do so on our YouTube channel. Otherwise, we will be back here with you in a few short moments. Well, all right. That was not what I expected to watch there, Mr. Hootie, but between you and I, since this is Joy's choice, we will be playing that meter game between the two of us. Where do you think Abruptio sits at on that audience score for Rotten Tomatoes?
I ain't got a clue, so I'm just going to throw a slow pitch of a 50.
I'm curious how many damn reviews it even has on Rotten Tomatoes. That thing looked independent as hell.
That's the kicker.
I must say, if you have seen this movie, if you sought this out, then you might be a fan of this type of stuff. I think it's going to be positive. I'm going to say 78% on Rotten Tomatoes audience score.
Those were darts in the dark right there.
Boom and boom. Alrighty, good folks. Thank you for listening to these three chuckleheads. We appreciate all that you do as far as giving us your time and attention. Check out horriblefilmschool.com. You can find links to our episodes, social channels, and our merch store. But if you don't want to spend money, that's okay with us. You can always support us for free. And those three, probably best, honestly, simple ways: rate, review, and subscribe. Spreads the word, gets it out there for more people to see. More people to see, the happier we are to do this job that we do for free. If you're feeling generous, send us some wax replicas of our good sides, because even in hell, lighting matters. I will be sending love and support to women hitting their first big O on the end of a whip. You do you, girl.
As always, if you're hearing our voices, tell at least one person you know. Spread the love, spread the campaign that is the Horrible Film School. And I get to go watch what I believe looked to be Waxworks 3 with killer wax dummies. And I'm out.
Thanks for all the likes, the follows, the subs, the listens, the downloads. Really appreciate you guys and gals' support, as well as your time and attention. Be sure to join us next time, where we learn to speak and spell with what I like to call a little Nightmare on Sesame Street. Abruptio's 2023. Class dismissed.